Good morning. In this class, I am going to explain the operator, conditional operator that I have already explained in the previous video. And I will explain now a program on conditional operator. How a conditional operator evaluates the expression. I will show the program. Then afterwards, operator precedence. What do you mean by operator precedence? In that one, the precedence of operators, how the operators are evaluated in the expression, that is left to right or right to left. And then next, associativity of operators. That is, what do you mean by associativity of operators? Then assignment operator, how the assignment operators are evaluated, that is from left to right or right to left. Then type conversion. So what do you mean by type conversion? Type conversion means data type conversion. There are two types of type conversions: implicit conversion and explicit conversion. The type conversion, and then type casting, and then preprocessor directives. You have already seen what is a preprocessor directive. The statements which we write using #include, then it is called a preprocessor directive. #define statement is used to declare constants. So first of all, I start this video from this conditional operator. So we have seen the different types of operators in the earlier videos. What do you mean by an operator? An operator is a symbol that tells the compiler to process or to evaluate the expression. And there are different number of operators are provided in C language. Many different kinds of operators provided in C language for various purposes. So here, out of all these operators, there is a special operator, that is conditional operator. So here, why I am saying this is a special operator? Generally, the operators are classified based on the operands they take. It means unary operator, I have already told you, unary operators, binary operators, and ternary operators. The unary operator operates only on single operand. And the binary operator takes two operands to evaluate the expression, like a plus b. And the unary operator, that is only one operand. It means it takes pre-increment, post-increment, like that, a plus plus b plus plus, that I have clearly explained in the previous video by showing example on it. example on it. And different types of assignment operators and so on. So apart from this unary and binary, that is a special operator, that is a ternary operator. It is a ternary operator. This operator is called as conditional operator. So see here, conditional operator is question mark and colon. This is the combination of two. This is the combination of two operators. This is the combination of two operators. That is question mark and colon. This is the combination of two operators, question mark and colon. See the syntax here. Expression 1 question mark, expression 2 colon, expression 3. See this example. The ternary operator take three arguments. The first is a comparison argument. The first is a comparison argument, and the second is the result upon a true comparison, and the third is the result upon a false comparison. The ternary operator take three arguments. The first is a comparison argument, the second is the result upon a true comparison, the third is the result upon a false comparison. The result upon a false comparison. So see the example here. A is equals to 30, comma B is equals to 10. C is equals to A less than B. A is equals to 30, B is equals to 10, C is equals to A less than B. Check the expression, that is A less than B, 30 greater than 10 is true. Now I will show you one example on this conditional operator by writing a program. Okay. I am opening this Turbo C editor, that is Turbo C 4. New right. Here the first line is documentation section, that is example on conditional operator. Example on conditional operator. And I am writing here preprocessor directive, that is hash include stdio.h. Hash include stdio.h. And I am writing this void main. If you mention here int main, you have to write return 0 at the end of the program. Return 0 at the end of the program. Or else you can take directly as void. Void indicates this main function is not returning any value. Okay, void. Then I am declaring variables int a comma b comma c, int a comma b comma c. These are the three variables. For storing two numbers, two variables, and for storing result, one variable. Clear screen to clear the previous output or if anything on the console before printing the output of this program. That is clear screen. So here I am asking the user to enter any two numbers as I input this program. The /n is a new line character. So I am using this scanf function This is scanf function. For reading integer, there is a format string, that is %d. Here I am reading two integer values. I am taking two numbers into as input to the integer. This is %d, comma, ampersand a, comma, ampersand b, ampersand a, comma, ampersand b. So it means that I am writing two values, taking two values from the user, and I am storing these two numbers into the variables a and b. So before that, I want to save this program with a name called condition.c. conditional operator.c. conditional operator.c. conditional operator.c. Now write down this conditional operator. That is, c is equals to, within brackets, write down a greater than b. The conditional operator is question mark and colon. C is equals to a greater than b, question mark, a, colon, b. And printf the result. The result is %d, comma, c. A greater than b, then a, then b. Question mark, colons. Here the conditional operators are question mark and colon. Save this program and go to this compile. Check the errors. No errors. Compilation successful. No errors. Compilation successful. No errors. Compilation successful. And run this program. Enter any two numbers. I am giving 40 and 20, two numbers. Just see the output by pressing Alt F5. The result is 40. Here the biggest number is 40. Biggest number is 40. The result is 40. Enter any two numbers, 40 and 20. That the result is 40. The result is 40. So this is the program on conditional operator. This is the program on conditional operator. The conditional operator is C is equals to A greater than B, question mark A, and colon B. It gives the biggest value into C. It returns the biggest value that stores in a variable C. Just observe this program. Now we'll see this operator precedence. An operator precedence determines which operator to be performed in an expression. An operator precedence determines which operator is to be performed first in an expression. So here you have written 2 or 3 operators in an expression, that for example a plus b into c, a plus b into c. So here which one should evaluate first? Either a plus b or b into c. That is a plus b or b into c. So that is called operator precedence. The operator precedence determines the grouping of terms in an expression and decides how an expression is evaluated. Certain operators have higher precedence than others. Here the operator precedence determines which operator is to be performed first in an expression. The operator precedence determines which operator is to be performed first in an expression. The operator precedence determines the grouping of terms in an expression and decides how an expression is evaluated. Certain operators have higher precedence than others. Just see this chart. Operator precedence chart. Postfix, unary, multiplicative, additive, shift, relational, equality, bitwise and bitwise XR, bitwise R, logical and logical R, conditional, assignment, comma. Postfix, unary, multiplicative, additive, shift, relational, equality, bitwise and bitwise XR, bitwise R, logical and logical R, conditional, assignment and comma. See this diagram. 10 plus 20 into 30. Which expression, in this expression, which one should be evaluated first? In this expression, which one should be evaluated first? Either 10 plus 20 or 20 into 30. What is the output of this? Expression? Just see here. So addition operator have lower precedence than multiplication operator. We already know that is a rule called Bodemas. We already know. So as per that, the first priority gives the expression which is enclosed in between brackets. The expression which is enclosed in between brackets. The expression which is enclosed in between brackets. After that, if the brackets are not there in an expression, then the higher priority gives to the division or multiplication. Here see this chart. That is 10 plus 20 into 30. First 20 into 30 is evaluated. 20 into 30 is evaluated because the multiplication operator have higher precedence. The 30 into 20, that is 60, and then 60 plus 10, 70. 13 to 20 60 plus 10, and 10 plus 60, and the next, that is 70. The total output is 70. The total output of this expression is 70. So here we have to understand the point, which is the operators or the expressions. The expressions are evaluated. The expressions are evaluated based on the preference of operators mentioned in the expression. Mentioned in the expression. So operator associativity. Operator associativity. Operators associativity is used when two operators of same precedence appear in an expression. So here associativity is used when two operators of same precedence appear in an expression. Operators associativity is used when two operators of same precedence appear in an expression. Associativity can be either left to right or right to left. Associativity can be either left to right or right to left. For example, star and division have same precedence and their associativity is left to right. Star and division have same precedence, then their associativity is left to right. So the expression 100 by 10 into 100 slash 10, that is division by into 10, is treated as 100 slash 10 within brackets and outside multiplication 10, that is left to right. See this one. See the picture. Operator associativity, division operator higher associativity, multiplication operator lower associativity. Division operator higher associativity and the multiplication operator lower associativity. So 100 by 10, that is 100 division 10 into 10. So divide will happen first. Divide will be happen first. It means 100 slash 10 division 10, that is 10. The value is 10, and 10 will be multiplied with 10. So the result is 100. Slash and multiplication, that is division and multiplication, both have the same precedence but left to right associativity. So here the two operators have same precedence. The two operators have same precedence. The two operators have same precedence, that is division and multiplication. That is division and multiplication. Both have the same precedence but left to right associativity. See this diagram. This is the operator precedence. In this one, the multiplication have higher precedence than addition operator. Here in the associativity, both have same priority. Both have same priority. In this one both have same priority slash and star. And the result would be 100. After evaluating this expression, the result would be 100. Precedence of postfix is more than prefix. The plus plus, that is increment operator. Precedence of postfix is more than prefix, that is their associativity is also different. Here plus plus is the increment operator. Associativity of postfix is left to right and associativity of prefix is right to left. Associativity of precedence of postfix, that is plus plus, is more than prefix. Their associativity is also different. Associativity of postfix is left to right and associativity of prefix is right to left. This is left to right and this is right to left. See here operator description and their associativity. Either these are evaluated left to right or right to left. These are evaluated either left to right or right to left. Here parenthesis, function call, brackets, array subscript, and dot operator, member selection via object name, and pointer operator, arrow, member selection via pointer, plus plus, post increment or decrement, again plus plus, that is pre increment or decrement, plus minus, unary plus minus, exclamatory and tilde symbol, logical negative, bitwise complement, typecasting, cast convert value to temporary value of type, dereference, address operator, and size of operators. Here see the first, that is left to right, and the second, that is plus plus, pre-increment onwards, right to left associativity. The first one is the left to right associativity and the next one is right to left associativity. Right to left associativity. Here see this one, multiplication, division, modules, addition oblique subtraction, bitwise shift to left, bitwise shift to right, relational less than or equals to, relational greater than or equals to, relational equals to is not equals to, bitwise and bitwise exclusive or. These are all, the associativity is left to right only. Associativity of these operators are from left to right. From left to right. And then next, assignment operators. Logical or, left to right, ternary operator, that is right to left, assignment operator, that is also right to left, and compound assignment operators, right to left, compound assignment operators, right to left, comma, left to right. And the next one, that is type conversion. Up to now we have seen the various precedents of operators, various operators, its precedence and associativity. And now that is type conversion. Type refers to the data type of the value. Here type 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 refers to the data type of the value. Type refers to the data type of the value. Type conversion is used to convert the type of data value to another data type. Type conversion is used to convert the type of data value to another data type. Type refers to the data type of the value. Type conversion is used to convert the type of data value to another data value. So what is the purpose of this type conversion? That is, in a C programming language, the data type conversion is performed in two ways. In C programming language, the data type conversion is performed in two ways. First one is implicit conversion. Second one is explicit conversion. The first one is implicit conversion and the second one is explicit conversion. The implicit conversion is the type conversion and explicit conversion is called type casting. The implicit conversion is the type conversion and explicit conversion is the type casting. Explicit conversion is the type casting. Explicit conversion is the type casting. The type conversion is the process of converting a data value from one data type to another data type automatically by the compiler. The type conversion is the process of converting a data value. The type conversion is the process of converting a data value from one data type to another data type automatically by the compiler. This type conversion is also called as implicit type conversion. The implicit type conversion is automatically performed by the compiler. Here the type conversions are two. One is implicit type conversion and another one is explicit type conversion. One is implicit type conversion and another one is explicit type conversion. The implicit type conversion, that is, it is done by the compiler itself. The type conversion is the process of converting a data value from one data type to another data type automatically by the compiler. Type conversion is also called as implicit type conversion. The implicit type conversion is automatically performed by the compiler. The implicit type conversion is automatically performed by the compiler. The implicit type conversion is automatically performed by the compiler. Example: when an integer value is assigned to a float variable, then the integer value automatically gets converted to float value by adding decimal value. When an integer value is assigned to a float variable, then the integer value is automatically converted. When an integer value is assigned to a float variable, then the integer value automatically gets converted to float value by adding decimal value. When a float value is assigned to an integer variable, the float value automatically gets converted to an integer value by removing the decimal value. This is called implicit type conversion. When an integer value is assigned to a float variable, then the integer value automatically gets converted to float value by adding decimal value. When a float value is assigned to an integer variable, the float value automatically gets converted to an integer value by removing the decimal value. See this example here. Int I is equals to 10, float x is equals to 15.5. Here I is the integer variable, that is, it is assigned with a value 10. The integer variable is assigned with a value 10, that is int I is equals to 10, and float x is equals to 15.5, that I is equals to x. If we assign both variables, that is I is equals to x value is 15.5 is converted as 15 and assigned to into variable I. Then x is equals to I, the value is converted into 10.000 and assigned to float variable x. This is an example for implicit type conversion. Int I is equals to 10, float x is equals to 15.5. So here, when we assign both variables I is equals to x, the x value is 15.5 is converted as 15. X value is 15.5 is converted as 15 and assigned to into variable I. When the case x is equals to I, again x is equals to I, so the I value is 10, the value of I is 10, so I value 10 is converted as 10.000 and assigned to float variable x, So this is called implicit type conversion. If binary operator has operands of different types, then the compiler converts it as a lower. Then next typecasting. So that is explicit type conversion. When we can convert the data from one data type to another data type using the cast operator. We have to specify the target data type in parentheses as a prefix to the data value that has to be converted. We have to specify the target data type in parentheses as a prefix to the data value that has to be converted. Syntax: target data type value oblique variable oblique expression. It is also called as explicit type conversion. We can convert the data from one data type to another data type using the cast operator. So we have to specify the target data type in parentheses as a prefix to the data value that has to be converted. We can convert the data from one data type to another data type using the cast operator. We have to specify the target data type in parentheses as a prefix to the data value that has to be converted. Syntax: target data type value oblique variable oblique expression. It is also called as explicit type conversion. See here, float x is equals to 20.3, and y is equals to int x percentile, that is modulo operator 3. Float x is equals to 20.3, y is equals to int of, this is explicit typecasting, int of x modulo 3. So here the int x is typecasting, it converts float variable x into int variable x. It converts float variable x into int variable ex. So these are the examples of typecasting. Y is equals to float x by 3, y is equals to float x by 3, c is equals to a plus of int b, r is equals to int 19.2 by 4. Here x is converted to float and division is done real mode. Variable b is converted into integer and added to a. The result of 19.2, that is 4.5, is converted to integer value 4. Integer value 4. So these are all the examples of typecasting. So in this video I have covered the operator precedence and operator associativity, example on conditional operator, a program example on conditional operator, and operator precedence and operator associativity, operator precedence and operator associativity, conditional operators, program operator precedence. So operator precedence, we have seen the precedence of operators, so which operator should be evaluated first, and this is the diagram for this one. Operator precedence is diagram is this one. And then operator associativity, it means if both operators have same precedence in an expression, which is evaluated first, that is from left to right or right to left, left to right or right to left, left to right or right to left. And type conversion, the type conversion refers to the data type of the value. The type conversion is used to convert the type of data value to another data value. Type conversion converts one data type to another data type. So in C programming language there are two type conversions, implicit conversion and explicit conversion. Here the implicit conversion is also type conversion and typecasting. Type conversion is the implicit conversion, typecasting is the explicit conversion. Type conversion is the implicit conversion and typecasting is the explicit conversion. So here the implicit type conversion is automatically performed by the compiler. The implicit type conversion is automatically performed by the compiler. So the example is this one. Int I is equals to 10, float x is equals to 15.5, I is equals to x. So the x value 15.5 is converted as 15 and assigned to int variable I. X is equals to I value 10 is converted as 10.0000 and assigned to float variable x. And assigned to float variable x. Then this is the typecasting. So here typecasting means explicit typecasting, explicit type conversion, explicit type conversion. Okay, so this will be done by like this. The explicit conversion is this one. Float x is equals to 20.3 and y is equals to int of x percentile 3, and these are the some of the examples of explicit typecasting, some of the examples of explicit typecasting. This is about this video. Thank you.